It is crazy. From Cololight, this is the COLO Play. This is this all-in-one macro pad desktop companion that shows you your PC usage and info real time. It's a clock, it's got widgets, it's got everything. So I'll demo it for you real time in just a minute, but this thing's crazy. This gives you a bunch of information on the fly, literally right here on your desktop. Things like a clock, there's different clock faces built in. You can have it have like different screensavers. It is a giant macro pad as well. It's got 4 keys plus the big old volume dial in the middle with different configurable layers. You can have it show you your PC usage. There is just so much going on with this thing that it'll make more sense for me to just demo it for you. Okay, so stock, it'll show you a few different clock faces. So this is one of them. And as you can see, it's pretty much acting like an audio visualizer. I think that's pretty cool. So if you're at your desktop or something, you can have your clock. And then if you're listening to music, it'll sort of pulse and go along to that. And you press in the clock face to cycle between the different ones on here. Lots of different, cool like cyberpunk effects and stuff. Show you like the date, the time, what day it is, all that sort of stuff. But I like this one the best. And to switch between the different menus, you hold in the top left button until it will pause this, and then you can cycle between to the next one. This one shows you your CPU usage and information real time. So right now it's showing me RAM, got my network speeds, upload and downloads, CPU usage and temperatures, GPU usage and temperatures. Cool if you want to monitor that stuff real time. The big one here though is the keypad. This is what pretty much makes everything the giant macro pad. So that means all these 4 buttons can be functions for whatever you want, as well as the actual dial itself. And to switch between the 4 layers that you can configure in the software, you just hold in the clock face and then turn. So this is face 2 or layer 2, 3, and 4. And again, it's all configurable in the software. So you have 4, 5 as the button, 6 left, right, 7. So 4 times 7, 28 different macros on the fly. Things for, muting your audio, multimedia adjustments, creating macros and stuff real time, photo editing, video editing, even things like toggling NVIDIA Shadow Play if you want to quickly just, record what's going on your screen for gameplay and stuff. The next one is a PC switch, which lets you turn your PC on and off just by holding in the button. I'm not going to do it because it'll shut off my PC and this will then turn off, but definitely a cool little option that it has there. Then there's like a little social media counter thing which shows you your followers and subscribers real time. This is like one of those little, one of the few games that it has when you don't have like an internet connection and stuff. This little thing pops up. I don't even know. I don't know how to play it. This makes you jump over it and stuff. Yeah, so sure, you have that built in. Cololight Inspire is like a cheesy little quote of the day that you can cycle between. Next up then is the COLO controller, which will let you control all your RGB lights through Cololight. So I'll show you that in just 1 second. And then the last one is sort of just more idle screensavers if you want to have these up. Again, if you're not a fan of the clock face and you want more of a vivid sort of 3D effect going on your screen, you can cycle between these and have these up just for some more extra, pop and some color and effects going on your desktop. But I know for me personally, the screensaver isn't really that necessary. I'm more of a fan of having either the usage up real time or the clock visualizer. But by the way, you don't actually have to be in the dedicated keypad menu whenever you want to use the macros. You still have access to this as a macro pad, pretty much regardless of what menu or screen you're on. The only reason that you want to go to the physical keypad menu is if you want to change layers, like I just showed you. But yeah, otherwise you still have access to all your macros all the time. And this is just super satisfying to listen to. Inside it uses low profile chalk white switches. So they're clicky, they're mechanical, very satisfying press each time. And like I said, this also controls your other COLO lights. You can use it to adjust brightness, turn them on and off, change effects, cycle between modes, and it's all done directly on the device itself. It doesn't need to be physically tethered to your RGB lights or the cable or anything like that. Just as long as you're on the same Wi-Fi network, it'll connect automatically. And now whatever COLO lights you have in your room or at your desk setup, you can control them all on the fly at the press of a button. Definitely a cool little ecosystem integration advantage if you have them already. But for an all-in-one macro pad like this, there's nothing really out there like this that does everything this can do. You guys know me, I love my macro pads. You can't really find one for $100 that gives you 28 macros at the press of a button, monitor your PC usage and info real time, is also a clock, can adjust your lights for you. It's just really impressive for the price, and I can't wait to see some of the future updates and integrations they add to this.